Heavy message, okay? This is for somebody. And this is also for somebody. And in particular, if you're a female Virgo and you listening to this, and I spoke and you spoke to me directly, I don't care if it was via phone, video, whatever the case may be. And this is in particularly one that if you are a mother, okay? And this is somebody that's deep in the game, okay? If you know what I'm talking about, deep in the game, deep in the game. And it's just like some of y'all, you need to chill out. Chill out. Watching and observing a person, Virgo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Libra. Definitely highly expect on Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Leo. Respect my gangster. And respect the fact that I'm just teaching y'all and letting y'all know and understand because I had to be the student for a little bit. However, this is for a woman and also for a man as well. Because I remember I told the last little motherfucker that was here, it's the lost cause. But I let this man know in particularly, and I didn't know where the feeling was coming so strong. And shorty and I was just trying to talk to her like, okay, right. Baby, she didn't even realize how much danger she was putting her baby in. And I fucked with, it was like, I didn't fuck with her or whatever. And it was like, with him, it was just like, I just needed them to just, at least just be cordial, for the sake of the child. Because it's like, I'm sitting here looking at this child, she's suffering. Like, I'm watching this baby's brightness die down by the moment. Every time I got a chance to see her, you know what I'm saying? And I held her dear because, this child and my children all together, like them all together before my son passed. He was in kindergarten. He didn't talk or anything like that. He would point, he would just make his noise, or he'll lash out if he couldn't. He was frustrated because he couldn't communicate or he couldn't hear you to communicate, right? You quit putting them labels on them kids. I hate black folks. I really do. I really don't like black people right now. Nothing against my own race, but some of y'all motherfuckers be acting so fucking ignorant. A diagnosis is a diagnosis, honey, and you just learn to work with it, and that's just what it is. Autism is real. You don't need to put that label on you. Shut the fuck up. It is what the fuck it is. People's brains work different. You just need to accept the fact you're a neurotypical, and that person's a neurodivergent, and if you don't understand how a neurodivergent, they just different. They built different. That's a whole different breed, and it's a whole different beast, okay? However, back to the fact of the matter is, like, I understood my son because I, too, myself, and it's a lot of men like, oh, keep running your mouth. You the one I got to run around and tell people, oh, I was with somebody that actually had a disability, but hey, I was high functioning, baby. High intelligence. But I just don't go around, I'm highly intelligent, and you're going to, no, it don't work like that, okay? Baby, I just had to learn to work with my condition. I had to accept what it is, and it just is what it is. But I understood my son because my son was teaching me things in a way like, I'd have a seat. I take a seat to my children because your children present to you every piece of your personality as you were as a child, whether you were broken or whether you were taken care of in a healing way. Excuse me, confirmation. Your children will reflect back to you what it was that you were going through as a child. And dude, I was doing my best. And it's like, I understood I couldn't fix him, but I was doing my best for him to see like how important him, even though he couldn't mess with her, like, and the baby mama was in the situation and he was with me and this was a, stable situation, but the grandmama, which was basically put the mama into the industry too, because the mama was as big of a thought as the mama was. And I said it, baby, come from me, baby. I'm not the one. I don't give a care. And I remember like when I met the girl, this Virgo in particular, she had a gun. Look, girl, I got a gun, baby. That shit don't faze me because, baby, I promise you, before you can be able to use it, I would be using it on you because the accuracy of holding it, taking care of it, doing what you're supposed to do with it, I'm pretty sure you ain't doing no maintenance, none of that. So it was like, I remember her trying to show me the gun like I was supposed to be scared. I was like, okay, whatever. Roll one, smoke one, just trying to see her side of the story. So I knew what warnings and stuff like that. Because it's like some of y'all women and females get out here and get in these relationships. Oh, he got kids. Okay, one thing for sure. And everything I'm always certain of, baby, you go to that baby mama and you figure out what was the breakdown. What was the downfall? You observe and you figure out like, okay, this is what went on. Okay. Me, I watch heavily. The baby mama was accurate about a few things, not everything, but it was like I saw him on a whole different, on a deeper level, on a sensitive aspect, and then I saw him on his, F boy. And you know what I'm saying? He wanted to be an F boy. He chose. It was free will. He chose to do that, and I was doing my best. Like, let me show you a better way. I just want to show you a better way. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I accepted the fact. Shoot, I remember having the whole conversation with, what if it was meant for you to show me something and then I actually fall in love with you, and then it was like you just was meant, and then we do this and have a family, and you leave, and it was like, that sounds like an abandonment issue to me. But however, I mean, if that's what the Most High have in place for me to teach you something, then I gotta leave. Then that's just what it is, because it's like I understand. Like, I'm a type of woman. I know I'm meant to be a wife, but it's like at this time I've been a wife 2 times. I'm not trying to do it for the third time. The third time is a charm type BS. Keep that for whoever it is that's interested and wanted to be a wife and wanted to be, the fiance, the girlfriend. I'm not interested in no relationship whatsoever. If anything, be a companion. If anything, like, a man to me has one thing to offer to me, and what he got between his legs, and what he got between his legs is used to procreate. And even then, it's like, now it's just like I don't even trip on that, because it's just like, hey, I got to do a little bit different now, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool what it is, and it's like my joy and my happiness come to me as being a mother. I'm okay with accepting the fact my kids could be my friends, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, little kids can be, baby. Yes, they can. It's called being a healthy pace, healthy space, and a healthy, safe haven for them kids to grow, so they can be able to explore and understand things. And even then, before they even go and do it, they being curious, speak about it, talk about it in front of them. And it's like, it's certain things that you got to keep it age appropriate. However, you could speak to them. You know what I'm saying? Let them come to you and create that space. And I just remember Shorty felt that I was a threat to her, still to this day, because that baby would cry every time. Rita, baby, I used to love to hear that, because it was like I was loving on her like I loved on my own kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Shorty, pipe down. Just face the fact that, hey, you feel a little bit salty. And it's not like I wanted your baby daddy, but it's like, hey, we got a connection, we got a bond like that. That's just what it is. However, I'm not looking to be your enemy. I'm actually looking to be your ally, so we could make sure that this child is taken care in the best way appropriate. And even if she is or has been traumatized, hey, at least we can do something to make sure that we can alleviate that trauma, so that baby ain't growing up and letting that show up into her friendships, her school, and relationships and stuff like that. Because right now, what you created for that child is for her to repeat the same stuff that you're going through right now. However, the biggest part of it was like, the grandma was trying to do her best to protect, but she couldn't protect, because, hey, she was basically giving the baby what she had gave the mama, and the mama wasn't understanding. Oh, the girl need, like, I'm talking about, Shorty was talking to this baby like she was just like some chick off the street. Do you hear me? And I was just like, I couldn't understand. Like, it was like he had hold the phone, and I sat there and heard this girl talk to this baby, call her a pig, dirty dance. I'm like, she only 6, homie. How dare you talk to a 6-year-old like that? Like, I was so disgusted. But it was like, you know what? It's not my situation and stuff like that. And then really and truly, that's when, like, I had already got the inkling, because he would bring it up to me. And it was like, I had got to a point where I didn't care, because it's like, you not my man. You not my nigga. We not nothing. So it's like it broke my heart, because it's like, on the behalf of the child, and just seeing these two grown ass people still being immature. Like, it's like, here you are, 31 years old. He's damn near almost 31 years old. She's 20 something. And y'all still acting like y'all 14, 15 years old. Like, it was like looking at fucking middle school kids. If you do this, like, tick for tat. And the same shit about high school shit. When y'all break up, you go on to the next one, and y'all might be mad or whatever. And the little girl start bumping into the new girlfriend, because she mad because she, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let that shit go. Like, it was like, literally, for me in that situation, was like dealing with kids. So it was like, it was just so tiring. And then the biggest part of about with him, he had no backbone. And it's like, dude, you see your mama going through, and then instead of you being that support for your mama and stepping in, and it's like, I understand you're not your mom's man, but if you could sit there and talk to your mom in pure confidence, like, hey, mama, this is what it is, this is what we got to do, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't want to see you keep going through this with this dude. Like, Because his mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respected his mama, but it was just like, I don't know what he was saying to his family where they just looked at me like I was dirty, like I was the devil or something like that. And it was like, really and truly, it was like, I'm out on the outside looking in. It was like, yeah, I seen that his family was dysfunction, but I also seen that his family was able to heal because it was just trauma and it was just some things that they just wasn't talking about, and they just needed to talk. That was it. And but with old girl, she didn't want to accept the fact, like, baby, your mama traumatized you and put you in this predicament, and you need to go sit down and heal. And it was like she was depressed and all this other stuff, but how she was taking it out on that baby, she wasn't realized, like, baby, you putting your child through the same trauma that your mama put you through, shawty. Your mama put you through the same trauma that you putting that baby through. Your mom did the same thing. And she ain't did enough reflecting because she too busy trying to be, oh, I want to be on the next video. Baby, and you out here throwing what? Like how y'all had in the past, like y'all shouldn't have ever been, but y'all could at least been adult enough to have to be cordial and say, hey, I'm gonna do my healing and I'm gonna do my healing. And it's like, hey, Rita, you know, I see, like, I just wanted to be that middleman where they can understand, like, hey, y'all both could come to me in confidence, but I'm not gonna take his side and I'm not gonna take your side. What's right is right, wrong is wrong at the end of the day. And I don't care whoever it was that I date, like, right is right, wrong is wrong. But my baby mama did it. I ain't trying to hear all that. At the end of the day, what y'all feeling, y'all go deal with that on your own. But what about this child? Put that shit on the back burner. And it was the same thing that I was doing my best to show my ex-husband and the people before that. And like, and they started to understand eventually, like, baby, I don't do double backs. I don't do double backs. We're not doing it. And especially, I'm the type of person, I will stay with a man so long. And people are like, you say so? I don't care. I'm staying long enough to the point that I loved you enough to hate you, to walk the fuck away, to understand that I won't come back ever again your way. That's the cure. You don't have to go jump to bed. Oh, he cheated on me. Okay, cool. He brought me to, cool. Okay. But, you know, eventually over time, he brought you back to STD. Okay, let's take away 6. Let's see what's happening. Oh, he's still doing more double cheating. Okay, keep going. He gonna keep cussing you out. Okay, keep going. And you gonna put yourself in that predicament like, I ain't for to take you talking to me like that. I ain't for to take you doing me like that. I ain't for to take you, you know, disrespecting me like that. And then you get there to a point where it's like everything that I love about you was nothing for me to love. It was lust, and I had to let it go, and that was just a bus. It was just a bus. So it's just like, sweeties, y'all won't ever be me. Because how I move about the world, I'm able to do that because it's like, I am that girl. I'm her. I ain't got to be on the music scene. I ain't got to be on the scene. You ain't got to, I'll be on the shit like I was on 17. If I dealt with you, I dealt with you. If I didn't want to deal with you, I didn't want to deal with you. I had it down to a point. If I wanted to put you on the phone, I promise you, I had your nigga on the phone talk to me for hours because, hey, I just probably need somebody to talk to. And yes, trust and believe, he probably want to come through. And if I told him to come through, come get in these panties, he gonna get in these panties if I want him to. But it's like, I'm not on that type of time. Y'all out here throwing y'all stuff. When was the last time you went to go get checked? Every 3 to 6 months. If you hyperly active like that, baby, you need to be hitting that clinic. Yeah, they might get tired of you, but hey, I'm spending my money for you to go ahead and run them tests. But some of y'all not doing that because, hey, you wouldn't have to go to the clinic if you got somebody that you can trust, that was loyal, that ain't out there in them streets like that. And, oh, no, baby, I can't trust it because if you can lie to me, I can't trust the fact that you telling me I use protection. Nah, baby. But it's like, let me teach you a little something. When it comes to them kids, if it's able to be fixed and there wasn't no domestic violence, it wasn't no hitting or nothing like that, and it wasn't nothing crazy that you can actually take accountability and say, hey, I participated in this stuff. This, you know, hey, if ain't none of that went on, allow them people to be, y'all figure it out. Be fucking adults. Be mature. Now, if there was DV, family all involved in it, people going against you, baby, you have every fucking right to keep them kids because it's like, I'm sick and tired of these fucking courts. You're forcing people, especially these women that have been through psychological, mental, emotional abuse, and y'all be knowing that they ain't got the enough funds, or sometimes some people don't even know how they systems work. Y'all on government system, baby, you qualify for behavioral health. Go look on them programs and go get you some fucking psychological help, baby. You might have to be careful about what you're saying and making sure you ain't gonna off yourself, but get that shit up off your chest. Get the tools that you need to, align yourself. Spirituality was my therapy, because it's like, hey, I was going through therapy for the last 10, 11 years. Yeah, the last 10, 11 years, since 2012, your girl been in therapy. So that's why when people bring stuff to me, baby, you ain't bringing nothing to me that's new under the sun. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. By the grace of God, by the grace of God, by the grace of the Most High, I made it through. I might have cried. I might have fell down a whole bunch of times. However, I got back up. You are able to get back up again. That Donnie McClurkin song, get back up again. Somebody get back up. However, don't live your life trying to be like somebody else. But be the best version of yourself. And what I was trying to teach him, because that baby, that little girl was my only sight to see, like, damn, my baby wasn't talking. Before he died, he was not talking. But those few months that little girl came around, she came around September. It was either September or October. I started, the little girl was going around the kid. And like, before he passed, yeah, that little small amount of time, yeah. From September all the way up to it was only that few months. That little girl was his inspiration to be able to talk. He was saying his sister's name. He'll say his brother's name. It was little words and stuff, but my baby was starting to talk. Not only that, he had a teacher, Miss Cricky. Shout out to you, Miss Cricky. If you listen to tarot, not whatever spirituality, eventually it's going to be a trend where people going to start listening to it to navigate, to get where they need to get. It's a prophecy. People was going to start utilizing this. If they can't afford, to go see, doctors, they're going to start using this. It's a tool. Everything is a tool for you to get through whatever it is that you get through, shorty. However, I was just trying to teach y'all to see, y'all ain't going to always see eye to eye with each other. However, y'all need to learn to see eye to eye when it comes to them kids. Because when you bring some kids in, you got to see eye to eye on something. Which I did in the past, okay. If y'all are bold enough, speak it out. If there's a middle person that's not willing to be biased and be unbiased, I was willing to be unbiased. I was willing. But it ended up messing me up in the process, because it's like, her mama was into that stuff, and I was telling him like, hey, I got a feeling that they do this. He knew it. And he'll go, no, it's nothing like that. And then it was like the biggest fact was like, you slept with her mama, and it was like, but I was like, hey, when I put all the pieces together, I was like, oh, that was all the money thing. But I was like, that's about them. They ain't got nothing to do with me. However, it's like my biggest pet peeve is a person. I don't do liars. I can peep whenever you getting ready to tell me a lie. That's why people, you a liar, baby. I'm really crappy at lying. Really crappy. Because I'm going to shoot it to you straight shooting, straight shot. And I'm not able to candy coat it for you. I'm not able to filter now. It used to be to a point I'll just get quiet instead of trying to figure out how can I say it to you nicely. I'll just stay quiet. But it was just like, I was telling this man, I was like, it's going to get to a point, if she's already talking like that, a person talking like that, they'll be willing to, off them kids in themselves, because it's like they feel like ain't nobody there, ain't nobody going to take care of their kids. And then it was like, she was so adamant to keep this kid. He loved his daughter. Like, I knew he loved his daughter. And he needed her just as much as she needed him. And I seen that. And y'all too busy trying to attack me for what? I'm UNITY. I'm all about unity all day long. But if you ain't willing to do it right, count me out. Count me out. Count your girl out. I'm about unity. I want y'all to get it together. Baby, because there's people that's real ruthless out here, and they ain't gonna show you no mercy. You run across the right person, You don't know what they got going on that day, or you feel like, oh, you playing Russian roulette with the wrong people, baby. And on that day, that could be your last day. You don't know. You don't know. And then you run a game on people that you clueless, because it's like, this person too happy. This person got this. People used to always misconstrue me. Oh, you dress like this, so you must be a hoe. Baby, I ain't nowhere near a hoe. I just know, like, hey, I like how my clothes fit on me. I feel beautiful. I look beautiful. I am beautiful. And I might not be beauty in your eyes and to your standard. However, understand, hey, it might be that you might be calling me ugly, but however, your man is saying something differently. I know what it is, and guess what? I'm going to keep building my confidence, because as much as you talking, they staring. And as much as they staring, are you approaching? Or you just gonna fade into the background? Because I don't see anybody. I don't respect anybody. If I'm not able to even respect your gangster. If you're not able to approach me and talk to me and look me in my eyes, understand that's for anybody. I don't care if you're a police, doctor, lawyer, teacher. I don't care if you was a roach. You're not able to come to me? Then why should I pay attention to you? You have a problem with me? Are you going to discuss that with me? Or are you I'm going to take out revenge? There's too many people. I'm going to get revenge. Because what? Because how I look? Because how I live? Because I mind my business? Because I want to see you win or have a healthy relationship with your children or your family or your friend, husband, or business, or whatever the case may be? You hated me because of that? That's sad. You doing this and that behind my back for what? Well, you could have just tell me what it was straight up to my face. Baby, I will walk away peacefully. I'm okay with that. Are you? So face the fact. Call a spade a spade. I'm throwing down the ace because that joker ain't going to be able to double overcome that ace of spade. It's too many, mostly women. Admit you might have been a little bit envious, a little bit jealous. For what? If it's something that you like about somebody, tell them. Me, I'm a type of woman, baby. If I see you looking sad and you feel like you ain't getting that attention, baby, I'm finna tell you, even if you looking, I got on the rough clothes, baby, you still look beautiful today. If ain't nobody told you I love you, I love you. It look like you need a hug, baby, I'm gonna hug you. Cause I'm her. I am she. I am the epitome of love. Maybe a little tough love, because how you approach depends on how I'm gonna deliver it to you. So if I feel like, hey, you on that funny shit, how I deliver the message to you is how I deliver it. It's still gonna be in love. Now, do you want the softer love or you want my tough love? Choose one, love. But it's still love. Approach me with real. And I'm going to approach you with real soft love. That nurturing love that you need. But you approach me on some dumb shit, I'm going to still deliver the message that you need. And you might not like how you receive it, but it's going to be received. I guarantee it. See me? I operate way differently. You want to think that I'm a hoe? I'm going to let you think that. I'm going to be a bottom feeder. Think that. Oh, she dumb? Think that. She got, think that. That's you. However, I got more confidence. What things I'm sure of and I'm always certain of, you not bold enough and you ain't got the balls to come say that to me. Physically, here in the 3D, and energetically, you got to talk about me. Baby, I can, you feel like I can hear you. When you speak on people, people hear you. How they know about that? Sometimes some people ain't got to run their mouth to know about what you said and what you're doing, how you did it, when you did it. We just know. And you hear it. It get a little irritating sometimes. However, sugar, that little Virgo, baby, you're not able to be anybody but yourself. Put whatever it is on the shelf, baby. Because over here in Rita Lotus land, I don't do none of that. What does Shout out to Savage Intuitive, okay? Fam bam. Get it together. Here, there, and now, man. To those that call themselves blood, family, and stuff like that. You supposed to be family, right? If you family, why y'all wasn't able to come talk to me? Y'all wanted to talk to everybody outside, but y'all couldn't bring that to me. And those that went outside and y'all see me and I'm coming to the function and y'all wasn't bold enough to say it to me. How dare you ask me for mercy? I ain't got her for you. You didn't have her for me. When people see you suffering, the long suffering, I guess you're going to have to enjoy to be that footstool. When I was looking to eat and I wanted y'all to eat with me, y'all said I was the Rolling Stone. Wherever her hat laid, that was her home. Maybe I want to be on some savage tip. Maybe I want to be on some chill shit. But I'm able to do that peacefully because you know what? I can own mine. I'm not out here looking for a man to make sure to provide for me and to do that for, oh, I need him to pay for my bill. I don't need, no, sir. I'll figure it out. And I had relied on myself to a point that I made sure that I wasn't sucking and doing all I'm making sure that I wasn't going to lay on my back. Because guess what? Being a kid, hearing that the only thing you will ever be good for is laying on your back and having kids. That hurt. But then it was like, you know what? Let me build my confidence in it. That's not my identity and that's not who I am. However, I understand. I remember I came so close to a point where it's like, I remember I made a thing for like mini vids and almost for the hood. But it's like, I understand like, hey, the juice is down there, baby. If I wanted to go into that industry, baby, trust and believe I would be A1. I'll be your first selection that you would love to see my videos on the hood. However, it's not necessary because guess what? I got children. They got to grow up in the world. And it's like, is that the example I want them to set? That's the only thing that they got to offer to the world? No, baby. That baby told me, I want to be a librarian. My babies told me, I want to be an astronaut. I had my other baby. She told me, Mommy, I want to be the best mommy like you because you're the greatest mommy. My other baby, Mommy, I like these stuff. She didn't know what it was to say what career she wanted or what she wanted to be when she grew up. But all she said, I want to be real pretty, Mommy, because you real pretty. And I always making my business to make sure my child know. My daughters, especially, y'all princesses. Because they in training, baby. They're beautiful. How they like to dress, how they like to create, how they like to read, learn, grow. Baby, I was giving them that space. And then I allowed the invasion of the space because there were toxic people willing to talk bad around your children about you as a fucking mother. She's a mother. Yes, I'm a fucking mom. There ain't no secrets. I don't keep secrets from my children. I speak the truth. Regardless of how raw it may be, but however, I keep it age appropriately. My son, this dude, oh, I don't like what you saying around your son. Why you talk like that? No, you're just upset because you're so concerned about your image. However, my son, he's on TikTok. He's on Discord. He plays video games. He listens, to YouTube. So guess what? He's 13. So what I was talking about when it came to you, hey, he was hearing about it himself. The only difference was I was grateful that he wasn't experiencing. The only thing he was experiencing is that he's seeing his mama suffer. And understand with little boys, when boys see that their mama's suffering, 10 times out of 10, they're going to look to the man that's causing the suffering to his mama. Because guess what? At that point, he's looking at you as weak. Vice versa with your daughter. Your daughter's looking at you as weak. However, your daughter is learning the behavior that it's okay because guess what? Well, Mommy stayed with him so long. He used to talk crazy, but the only thing that she can know, like, hey, well, even though he might have talked crazy to them, to Mommy, he still gave me good things. But y'all not looking at that though. However, when you step into your power and understand, hey, I'm not tolerating you calling me B's, H's, and hoes, ugly, this and that, and who knows. I'm not tolerating you treating me any kind of way, putting women in my car, fucking them in my car, doing that. We're not tolerating those things. You need to know better. Oh, he talking to me, Keisha Pookie, did it? Like, okay, baby, it's 2023. If it's getting past more than 2 females, there's going to be about 3, 4 other men in that too. So it's just like, understand, like, this is real things. And if you're not able to have self-discipline of what it is that you're desiring, sexually, mentally, emotionally, baby, you will allow anything. You do not know your worth. You do not know who you are. And even as a mother, you're going to keep failing your children time after time again. But however, when you step into that power and you step into that confidence and be like, hey, somebody was really doing their best to be here for me. Like, shawty, I know I'm not looking to be your best friend, to be cool with you, however, I will look to be an ally, because that's what I understand, being a mother. And I'm with him, and you're the mother of the child, of his child. However, I need to understand, what's your parenting style? How are y'all parenting the baby? Because I know I might be doing stuff a little bit differently. However, I just want to make sure that I'm discussing with you as a woman and as a mother. Hey, what is it that she need? And it may be something that you may not know, and it may be something that I could probably concoct, mix up, make whatever at the crib. That hey, I tried this, and with the kids and stuff like that, and she liked this. And as a woman, I should be able to be like, hey, whatever y'all got going on, hey, this is what it, and you could still go on with your life. And if you got a spouse, husband, whatever, hey, they should be able to talk amongst men and be like, hey, yeah, this is what I'm doing with my daughter or my sons, or whatever the case may be. When it comes to your kids, I don't care if it's if you're a woman and your man left you for another man. Hey, like with my ex-husband, I knew he was like strictly, like, he was into men. It was no giving. But also I understand he had a pure disrespect for women. And it's like, hey, he didn't really want no kids. And like, he's just doing it because he got to keep up this image, okay? However, it was like, I had an understanding, like, I was willing to talk to him and understand, like, hey, what's your preference? What does it look like? I didn't know if, I already knew he was a bottom, but it was just like, are you a bottom where you being a soft dude? Or are you a bottom where you like to wear women's clothes? Like, what is it? So it was like, for me to be able to study and understand, and it's like, hey, I can go amongst the community and ask questions. So it's like, okay, let me educate myself more proficiently before we present this to our children, and set them down so they'll be able to have an understanding, because hey, they going from seeing mommy and daddy, now I'm seeing daddy and another man. What it's confusing for some kids. However, if I was able to, get enough education within myself, this is something we could take amongst ourselves as the parents, talk about it, figure it out, and then we could present that to our children. And then as you go, long as we present that amongst ourselves and our children, hey, what you do with your family is how you present that to your family, whether you choose to or you never do. That's between you and your family. But it's just, hey, with me as the mother and these kids, let's figure out what this is so we can be able to talk to these kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a sneaky link in the, baby, I know your coochie stink. And you talking about, I got sneaky link. You got a whole husband at home. You got a sneaky link. Baby, I know that coochie stink. Oh, we use protect. No, baby, it's itchy and scratchy. Because I guarantee when a man senses that you cheating or something like that, trust me and believe, he going to be hitting them other chicks. And you going to be probably screwing your husband or your main dude raw. And you might end up slip up one night because some of y'all be on some of that stuff or that local. And then you end up doing some stuff that you just be like, oh, shoot, how did I end up with such and such? It happens like that. And it's like, for me, in my own situation, like, if anything ever happened to me, that was my own cause, because I should have listened to my intuition. And, hey, what my third eye was showing me, like, hey, this person's cheating, they doing this and that. They not going to the clinic. That's on me. So if anything ever came to me, or I ever, caught anything, that was on me. And I don't get mad or angry about it. Hey, that was on me because, hey, I was guilty as being a participant. Hey, if my baby daddies wasn't shit, hey, at some point in my life or somewhere in my life or somewhere in my mental, emotional state, and I might not physically have been portrayed, but mentally or emotionally, hey, I was probably not shit somewhere. Or I was probably tricking myself, probably lying to myself, because that's why they are allowed to lie to you. Because you lying to yourself fucking somewhere. You got to own that shit. Does it hurt? Mm-hmm. They're acting hateful. Where am I being hateful to myself? Because people tend, anybody that you encounter in your life is a reflection of you. If a bitch is over there gossiping, running their mouth, same with the homeboys, he always hopping bed to bed. Trust me, the birds of a feather flock together. Same birds of the feathers flock together. Oh, he got homeboys that's still over there messing with little girls. Trust and believe he doing the same thing. He doing the same thing. If they over there messing with, in the DL, he doing the same thing. And y'all stuff, no, it's not, baby. Logical sense. Men are logical. Women are emotional. And that's why a lot of people like, when any man that I ever date, he'll be like, you think you're a man. My ex-husband, the last dude I talked to, my ex-husband, anybody, you got a mentality as a dude. I always grew up that and I understood that. However, I understood in all my past life, this was my first incarnation of actually physically 3D being a woman. But however, you talk to me, baby, I'm going to give you game like as if I'm a man. I could play the best man with his best game, and you feel like you run a game on somebody, baby, I'm going to run a game on you. Put me in, coach. Number one players, A1. Division, look, what is it, Division 1 when it comes to football, basketball, A1, A division. Yeah. Put me in, coach. I'll run game on look, the gamer that feel like he running game, baby, I'll run circles around his ass quicker than you know. I'll have him, his daddy, his uncle, like, baby, you choose. Do you want me to be your mama, your daddy, your granny, your sister, your auntie? What you want me to be? Because if we're going to play this game, we're going to play it logically. But however, who's going to be more embarrassed? Because you sitting here thinking you messing with that. Baby, there's a bottom feeders. They will not ever match me. And then when you know your power and the quality of who you are, hey, baby, the only difference between me and the mother bitches right there, baby, when he put that money in my palm, hey, I'm talking about, can you flip me a business? Can you flip me a car? Can you flip this mortgage? Fuck an apartment and a rent. Fuck a light bill. Because guess what? Everything that's around me, all bills included, is 5 bands. It's 5 bands, baby. You ain't got, well, I don't feel we gonna be talking. Oh, she all about money. No, it ain't about money, baby. You just not able to afford me, let alone my energy about what I'll be speaking on or talking about. Because if you gonna be stingy and holding back when it comes to your money, understand, because hey, my money, you probably thinking my money looking funny and it's looking great. However, don't feel like you gonna come over here and eat off my plate, because baby, I know I can cook. Clean, take care of the kids, give you that and then some, baby. You just understand the power of who you are, and I have that power, and a lot of people get it misconstrued because it's like, hey, I got that RBF. I'm cool with it, and I don't give a fuck about it. Oh, she mean, she gonna say, I'm gonna say what the fuck I feel, and if you don't like it, that's on you. I'm gonna just keep it true with you. I'm just not gonna lie to you, and you're just not gonna like how I deliver it to you, and I really don't fucking care. Take me as I am, or have nothing at all. Or have nothing at all. You don't like it? Okay, that sounds personal. Keep it going, okay? Oh, I don't like it because you think you this, you think you that. Hey, that sounds like projection, and I wasn't doing that. However, I was willing to have a conversation, and I'm not compromising on what I need, but I can compromise on what it is that I feel like I want. I can compromise with that. You can compromise, but my needs are non-negotiable. What I need is non-negotiable. My love language. Oh, if I'm asking you about your love language, you can't tell me? Why the fuck are you here? You don't. What do you want to do? What was your goals for the next 30 days? If they can't tell you that, baby, move the fuck on. Ask them what's the goals, what's your aspiration. If a mother can't tell you none of that, shit, what makes you happy? Tell me 5 or 10. Tell me 10 good things about you. What's your 10 best qualities? Some of y'all hoes can't even do none of that. Sorry, I don't mean to call y'all no hoes, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And that's just the truth. However, make it do what it do. But however, the Virgo chick, I was doing my best to be the middleman for, both of y'all. But however, you know what I'm saying? Even down to his family, I just wanted him to learn to have a backbone, stand up for himself, and quit being a follower, because it was nothing leading. And however, I understood my power in any of my relationships. It may be like some people don't understand. In the household, a woman leads. On the outside, hey, he's still a man and still a provider, because I ain't gonna ever make my man feel less than. However, but if you feel like you're gonna make me feel less than, sir, rethink that again. You think you're going to disrespect? Rethink it. Because anything you felt like is a secret, You feel like you keeping it hidden. You feel the pit. No, we dropping all mask over here. Mask off. Fucking mask off. Baby, I'm fit to act real nonchalant. I want to be like Future. No, baby, I do not want to be like Future. I love his music. I would probably want to, learn to make beats or whatever, the music, whatever the case may be. To be him, nah. That homie got a whole bunch of healing that he needs to do internally and externally. You know what I'm saying? Some scars he just not ready to speak on. Drake, you know what I'm saying? He just, hey, he got some things that he can work on. Hey, any person that y'all feel like they just out here wide open and in anything, baby, people go through everything, even celebrities, but y'all just too busy to talk about it, especially heavily in the black community. Why y'all fix your lips to run about people that got more money than you? Oh, they got this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, well, baby, what are you doing so you can get there? You might not be in the spotlight. However, you might be able to run a business or something like that to be able to still be able to connect to go talk to LeBron James and, Sierra and Maya and Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre. If you put yourself in position, you ain't got to be in the fucking spotlight to be able to get into those positions. However, if you quit worrying about what somebody else is doing and what their fucking position is, you could put your dumb self into the fucking best position of your fucking life and then have fucking better to be able to meet those people on your own. I'll tell anybody, count me at, I'm not Oprah. However, I seen that Oprah was the first black woman that I had ever seen with my own eyes that, hey, shit, she had a TV show. She had more TV shows. She owns TV shows. And it's just like, oh, wow, that's elaborate. I didn't look at Oprah as, oh, my gosh, she's the woman of my color and she was able to do that. I'm not thinking about what she had going on with her personal life and shit like that. And yeah, she had a real rough, you know what I'm saying, around that time. And coming from Mississippi, from the silk. Oh, I know how the Mississippi is. Mississippi, Alabama, you can see it here and there. But Mississippi, nobody talk about Mississippi, you wonder? Baby, Mississippi is still black and white. And y'all be, no, Mississippi is still black and white. That red line still exists. Black folks still don't go on the side of the railroad tracks where them fucking white folks live. It's real. But we the United States of America. It's y'all coming from these foreign areas as black people that, hey, baby, you might be Dominican, you might be Puerto Rican, you might be, baby, you're black, you're a nigga. You might be Jamaican, you can be Guyanese, you can be Indian. Baby, you still a Negro. It don't matter. And especially when, baby, I'm here to build you. Now, granted, there's some willing to talk you down, but however, are you observant enough to see what's going around? Because if I see TT, Kiki, and them over there, and they gossiping, and as soon as TT leave, Kiki and Pookie and them, they still talk about TT, and TT was just, oh, I understood that as a kid. That's not what I need to be around, and those are not the type of friends that I want, because, hey, they see something else, they gonna talk about you. Whether you do it, and it's like understanding when Rihanna, I'll drink to that. Yeah. People gonna talk about you whether you're doing bad or fucking good. And that's cool. The low is the low, baby. I done picked myself up so many fucking times. That's why I understand. I don't need no friends in my life. I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't need a man. I don't need friends. I don't really need that support because guess what? My support been the most high. Get up, Sharita. Stand up, Sharita. My baby may not be here on the physical world no more, but I understand. I feel his spirit because guess what? I'm that mother that when my baby was gone, I felt his leave my womb. You will not ever understand that. And chick, Virgo, and the Sagittarius person that y'all know who I'm talking to, you putting that baby in that same predicament. And that hurt hits a whole lot of different. Get it together. Heal what you can. Because, baby, today, even today ain't even guaranteed fully. You could be waking up and thinking you fit to have a great day. And, baby, you can walk out that door right as that second is, hey, I'm having a great day. And you could be smiling, ready to go seize the day. Carpe diem the motherfucking day. That's why I tell anybody, carpe diem. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Baby, seize the day. It ain't ever late to make official changes where you know you are failing, where you hurting, wherever you had hurt. Baby, fix it. Especially if you got them babies, fix it. Heal it. You ain't gotta be me. Because, baby, I cut off family. I had to cut off my baby. The worst feeling in the world is that you create yourself into a situation where you create your own children to be karmic to you. However, or the people that you keep allowing your children to be around. And say, for me, it was forced out of my hand, and my children had to be in a place where they didn't want to be, and my baby got taken advantage of in the worst way possible, to a point where my baby was believing the people that were putting her in that position were her safe haven. And she turned on me and betrayed me. However, I'm always love my baby. I pushed that out. I created that. She looks identical to me. My daughter look identical to me. And they seized the opportunity to spoil it and take it in the wrong way. And if y'all don't catch on to that, baby, you gonna have you some Daniel Walsh type children. Some of y'all out here beating up on your kids, calling them B's, O's, and all this other stuff. And they went off on me trying to fight me and square up with me. Okay, well, you think I really care to hear that? And you still calling them B like they ain't normal people? Just because you got called that doesn't mean you do that to you. Well, this is how I raise my kids. You ain't gonna tell me how I raise my kids. I ain't gotta tell you how you raise your kids. However, I'm gonna let you know, hey, don't get upset when you sick up in the hospital, hurting that my kids didn't come do this and they going through this and you run. I always there to show up, but baby, you wasn't showing up mentally or emotionally or psychologically how you need to, because you remember, you dirty B, and them kids turn on you, and then they look for that opportunity to get away, to be able to hurt you, defile you, defame you, talk bad about you. You created that. However, I was looking for you to have that balance, unity, that love, to heal that. Why you got an opportunity to do that. Some people don't want to hear that. However, don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger.